Hey everybody, and welcome back to HoloCure. My name's Pokey. In the last episode, we adventured around with Gura, showing off her abilities a little bit in the office setting, which we horribly failed at. And in this episode, because I want to make sure my audio's okay, because I really messed it up with Amelia's and Gura's video before, we're going to go back in with Amelia to show off some of her abilities, and kind of get back into the hang of things before we get into more of these. But I hope you guys did enjoy the couple episodes that we did do. I know there was a lot of talking from me and Mid during that one, and I hope that did not bother you guys, but this game is one that, it's going to be a side project. It's not going to be a main focus series for a while. It'll be an on and off thing. It'll come in and come out as I please. But I wanted to go ahead and show off a little bit more of it. Anyway, we've got the Amelia here, Pistol Shot V2, Researcher's Coat, Super Chateau. Let's do the Amelia. Just because we can. Go around here real quick, dealing with the little shrimp creature things that do not look like shrimp, but are apparently shrimp. And skeletons. I think of some stuff to say. Being honest with you guys, a lot of these characters that I will see and talk about, I did not get to see as much of as some of them. My Oshi for a while was Gura, who, as everyone is aware, is now graduated. And so I ended up with now the twins, I cannot remember their names this more. Fuamoko, Fuawa, and Mokoko are the ones who I've been watching the most of as of, probably whenever I finally deeply got into HoloLive. They became one I watched for their morning show because it was something I could watch or listen to while I was at work. So going around and and going through all of them now, not knowing most of their stuff, is something that's throwing me off, but I am glad to get to experience at least a little bit of their little jokes and stuff, and I'm glad that we can go back and see their stuff if you would like to. I was also very surprised to see Amelia back in during one of the later streams with Tiara. That was really cool. I know she's technically an affiliate, which is why she's allowed to do that. She's not a she's not graduated like a lot of them, but still, it is a little bit of a shame. I wish I could have gotten to see more of them beforehand. Kind of gotten to be a part of the whole culture around like a lot of stuff that I didn't get to experience as much of. I did get to experience a little bit more of the HoloLive side of things whenever Round 1 did their event with the HoloLive people, because I got to, that was whenever I was still in the Fuamoko side of things, and them getting announced for it as well as Gura was super happy for me. Bubba! So I was super happy getting to see all of them throughout that event, and I even got to meet some people while I was there that honestly have been the biggest support in terms of finally getting able to enjoy the HoloLive side of things, because most of my friends, being honest with you, do not care. Whoa. I guess that's her special ability. They are slowed down. Interesting. Super body blow, yes. But yeah, I got to finally meet some people over there, and get to enjoy my time with them for a bit and hang out with them. Playing a bunch of arcade games together, it was really fun. And just getting to meet a bunch of people who actually enjoy the HoloLive stuff like I did. It was really nice, and finally encouraged me to start picking up some more of the merch and stuff like that. Some of it I have probably shown on camera at some point. Probably on the PokeDo 2 video with most of the VTuber stuff, but it's before that I was like, oh, this is just something that I should be embarrassed about and kind of keep on the DL. And then that whole event happened, and I was like, no, what? No, I should be happy with it. Also spent way too much money during that event. So there's that to that too. But it's perfectly fine. And I did get to see them one more time before the event ended during the last week, and it was nice getting to see everyone there. I won't directly say names because that's not proper online. But I will say, if any of you guys are watching this, really thank you all. You guys are amazing. And really helped me come out of my shell a little bit more on the whole HoloLive stuff and VTubing, and just to have people to talk about those hobbies it was amazing. I think people like Mid is getting into it a little bit more too. She started getting more into it pretty recently. That's why she was like super happy to be in this right here, and she was there beside me when the Gura graduation happened. Which was very, very kind of her. Did not have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Oh, we can't raise the body flow with this. Interesting. Facebook. Yeah, it is what it is. I still have fun with everything nowadays, and it's been a blast. Now I get to share some of that love with you guys, even though I'm awful at explaining it, I guess. It's one of the reasons I've started doing more of these as a side project thing, because I wanted to be able to talk about the VTubers and stuff on my channel, outside of the Oshi Push stuff that I have been promoting, because one, I actually have fun with it and I want more people to play it, but also because it's another VTuber thing that lets me get out in that. Hey, yeah, I don't know, it's been a fun time. We're not even like 5 minutes into this, and I have no idea what else to say, honestly. Because the characters that I know well, not part of this game yet. Because I'd say that's whenever I really got deep in my whole life. Because before that, it was like, oh, all the indies and all that stuff, and watching occasionally some Gura and some of her clips and all of her stuff, because I didn't have a lot of free time during the day, and then Rough Night happened, and all of a sudden I'm listening to the pup talks from Mokoko, and that's whenever I was hooked. And I did make a Twitter post about this. There's also a TikTok up right now. But on the night of, I made a drink. Not like an alcoholic beverage, because I don't drink like that, but I made like a nice tasty little sweet drink, just to kind of not feel too down in the dumps about the graduation. And it was super tasty. I said the way to make it in the TikTok, but just because I feel like people should get to try this. Take a cup and fill it like 3/4 with Sprite, and then like 2 tablespoons with blue Krakoa non-alcoholic. And once you have those, then fill up the rest of it with ice, or you can put ice in beforehand. Put some whipped cream on top, and then put some sprinkles and some like gummy dolphins, or not gummy dolphins, gummy sharks. And it was super good. If you want to get gummy sharks, I recommend getting the ones from Dollar Tree over the ones at Walmart, because they have a softer texture and they taste better. But if you just want them for aesthetic purposes, the ones at Walmart are cheaper. At least around me, they're like 88 cents. Feels weird to recommend Dollar Tree over a Walmart product. Or heck, if you got a local place that makes them, like, go for them. Make them yourself. Have fun with it. I don't have that luxury at my place of area, but I mean, if you do, yeah, absolutely celebrate it that way and get them to make your own gummy sharks and stuff like that. We are getting further along than I expected to. More stuff to say for you guys. This is why I like to have a guest on for these, because then I can hang off back and forth with them. But this was done at like 11 o'clock at night on the day I'm uploading episode 1. So no one's here. But all good. Yeah. Get all that upgraded. Ah! Oh my gosh, there's so many ways to do. What the crap? What is skeleton stuff at? Because you're here. Bad chicken! This is why I didn't want the Hololoo, but I guess I grabbed it at some point. So shocked. You got him? Like a fan beam. Get him, Bubba. Doing alright over here, doing alright. By the way, what other games would you guys like to see on this channel? Because I'm doing side projects as well as the main stuff, because I wanted to slow down the main stuff just a little bit. What other things would you guys like to see at some point? Is there any other things you'd like to see on the PokeDoo2 channel? Like entertainment or thing I need to start looking into? I've got a lot of the Lego builds still, but those didn't seem like they were doing the greatest, so I didn't feel like I should keep them going. But I mean, I enjoyed them. They were fun to make. But some people don't like them, so I was like, not worried about that too much. And people seem to enjoy the ones where I just talk my ear off about the stuff I enjoy instead of just speeding through building Legos. So, I don't know. Whatever you guys think. You want like food reviews? I can do food reviews. But they are doing energy drink reviews because I drink a ton of those. Just picking up like a random energy drink, or like whenever Red Bull releases a new flavor, or Rogue, or any of the other powder companies, trying them out. Because believe it or not, even though there's a Rogue code at the end of it, they are not my main energy drink. I grabbed them a couple times. Wow, we got good stuff. But I don't grab them like as often as I do the other ones, because sales are a thing. But I do still like use code Poke 10% off. But I also understand that not a lot of people want to mix their own energy drinks, which I understand. I mean, you do you with your thing, but I like mixing my own. Makes me feel like I'm more in control of the drink. We are so screwed here. Dad, appreciate it if your mice would stop it. Trying to get the Psycho Axe up enough where we can turn it into something. Yeah, I mean, always open to suggestions for stuff for the channel. There is a planned project for after AI Limit. I will say that. Though which one it is entirely dependent on how our current landscape goes with the project me and Gene work on. Is that being dead as, if that is to come back at some point, which I will not say if it will or not, I will say toss or place it to consider it. But if it does or does not come back is unknown at the moment, but we are trying to figure out what we want to do with it. And if we are going to continue with it, then I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do next. I'm going to do there. If we are gonna, if we're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do whatever I was gonna do there here. And if we are bringing it back, I'm gonna do it there. That's pretty standard for me, though. I'm gonna do a project either way. It just depends on the trigger. I also want to kind of get back to the music stuff going at some point. That's a much later time. Can't exactly do the music stuff whenever I don't have my stuff set up yet. And I need to work on getting my old music back out there with proper album covers. For those of you who don't know, there's at the end title screen there is a thing called Pokey Beats, and that's me. That's little EDM music that I started making back in 2016. I know I made him like I was sitting at the dining room table with my stepmom when I made it. And making them was what started me on let's make some music, and I made them using little cheap, simple software that I had fun with, but I knew was not really proper, but I was like, I like it, let's make more stuff. And even at the end of it, I didn't know how I felt about it, but I decided to put them up anyway because it was fun. So, little fun projects that I do outside. A hamburger would be nice. See, I'm gonna do it now that you said don't do it. I don't know what "don't do it" meant, but we're having a fun time. What's weird is that supposed to be something, or is that not just a thing of water? Crazy for thinking that's what it was. Hamburger. Thank you. Oh, I died. Oh well. Went too hot. Oh my gosh, that's a big bonus. Okay, so the bonus is worth it, but wow. New unlocks, just bandage, GWS pill. That was it. Alright. Well, I know this wasn't as long of an episode, but I think next time on HoloCure, now with hopefully our audio fixed, we'll finally take a look at Ina and see what all she has. See you guys then.